Crusaders. Notre Dame High School in Bethlehem Township, Pennsylvania. RCN Television presents live coverage of Colonial League basketball. It's the undefeated Bulldogs of Northern Lehigh in town under head coach Rich Ortner. 14-0 on the year. They're 9-0 in the Colonial League and sit atop the West Division, but only ahead by 1.5 games over Catasauqua and 2 games over Northwestern. They'll take on the Crusaders of Notre Dame High School, 10-3 on the year. They are 8-1. Notre Dame atop the East Division, and that's a division where they have a 3.5 game lead over Wilson. Their head coach is Pat Boyle. Hello, everyone. Gary Laubach along with Dick Tracy. And tonight's pregame is brought to you by Mark Mulchaney and Power Realty. Top dogs in Lehigh Valley Real Estate. Dick, we're more than halfway through the season. We've got 2 undefeated teams in the Lehigh Valley, the Eastern Red Rovers and the Northern Lehigh Bulldogs, a team, Dick, that last year when Notre Dame traveled up there to play them, Notre Dame was 19-1, and they went and knocked the Crusaders off. The Crusaders would like nothing more than to do the same thing tonight.
Absolutely, Gary. I was talking to Coach Ortner just about that, and he said it was just about a year ago when he thought his young kids coming off as sophomores really became varsity starters. Well, you're talking about a junior-dominated team, and that hasn't changed yet. What an atmosphere, Gary. 24 wins between them and only 1 league loss.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. They only go about 6 or 7 deep. So we obviously, Dick, talked to Coach Ortner about their stamina, and almost all of these guys average double figures. They're led by Jake Whalen. But McEachron averages 11.9. Duncan is at 10. Wanamaker at 12.7. And Baylor is right at 9 points per ball game. We said, what about their stamina if you only play 5 or 6 guys? He said, these guys can run all night.
And they play up-tempo, Gary. You won't see any rest on defense or strolling up from half court slowly in offense. They really move. Amazing thing, you mentioned depth. 59 of their 65 points come from the starters, Gary.
And what balance. They played in 2 tournaments this year. 4 of their players made the All-Star team, 2 in one and 2 in the other. They have had all 5 of their starters lead a game as a high scorer. They are just unbelievably balanced. Rich Ortner on the right, Pat Boyle on the left. Let's take a look at the Notre Dame starting lineup. And Dick, you talk about balance. Here's another team with a lot of balance. Kaiser leads them in scoring, but then Van Sickle and Daly and Italiani, all of them can score the points along with Alexander Brown.
Scoring at a pace that we are not familiar with at Notre Dame. They are not the talented 3 team that they've always been. Instead, they pound and pound and pound. And Van Sickle must come up with 20 loose balls a game.
We will be back with tonight's tap and the introduction of the starting lineups right after this timeout.
The Family Prescription Center in Bethlehem has served the needs of its customers for over a century. We want to help you save money on your prescriptions by offering the Family Care Plan. By enrolling in this program, you get the benefit of discounted pricing even if you are not covered by an HMO prescription plan. Individual membership is only $35 a year, and family membership is only $50 a year. Call us today at 610-866-0709 or stop by the Family Prescription Center today to enroll in the Family Care Plan and start saving.
Since the Overhead Door Company makes the original overhead door, the people who install and service them take them pretty seriously. Call or log on for the overhead door dealer nearest you.
The key to becoming a better athlete is through sports performance training. To perform like a pro, you need to train like a pro. Now your chance has finally arrived with Velocity Sports Performance. Train individually or as part of a group with our nationally credentialed sports performance coaching staff. Build confidence, structure, and accountability through athleticism with purpose. Get the competitive edge you want. Operate at your full potential on and off the playing field. If you're serious about your athleticism and training, no one makes you better than Velocity Sports Performance.
We are back, just about ready to honor America with our national anthem. Notre Dame taking a moment of silence in memory of George Mazzelli. the owner of Easton Baking, who did so much as a volunteer here at Notre Dame. Now we honor America with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Northern Lehigh comes in having beaten everybody they have played. Their closest ball game, a 4-point victory in overtime over Palmerton. But that's a team they turned around and knocked off by 20, 69-49 the second time around. And Caddy was beaten by them by 6. They'll take on Caddy again on February 6th. That ball game will be at Northern Lehigh. All right, the Bulldogs will be introduced first. Always a good house here at Notre Dame. It's always loud, a lot of energy. And tonight will not be any exception, as this is a big basketball game. Number 10 is Trevor Baylor. He's a 6-foot junior, averaging 9 points a game. He's the only non-starter from last year's ball club. Next out is 22 Jake Whalen, a 6-foot junior, leading scorer on the ball club, 15 a game. 24 is Phil McEachron, a 6-foot junior, 11.9 points per ball game. 32 is their best outside shooter, Aaron Duncan. 6'4 junior, 17 threes, 10 points a game. And 42, their inside man, Patrick Wanamaker, 6'3", a senior, 12.7 a game. Their head coach, Rich Ortner's in his 7th year. And Rich is now 93 and 73 in his career. The Crusaders of Notre Dame High School, your home team. First out is 34, Alex Brown, a 5'10 senior, averaging 4.1 points a ball game. He's a guard. Number 2 is Tom Van Sickle, a 6-foot senior forward, averaging 9.9 a game, leads the team in threes with 15 of them. Number 5 is T.J. Daly, a 5'10 senior point guard, 3.7 points per ball game. Next is senior number 10, Nico Italiani, 6'1". He's a forward, 9.9 a game. And their leading scorer, their big guy inside, Don Kaiser, a 6'6 senior, 11.4 points a ball game. Pat Boyle is the head coach in his 11th year, and Pat just celebrated with a win over Wilson on Tuesday night, his 200th victory. He is 291 in his career here at Notre Dame. The officials for tonight's contest, Ron Moser is on the left, and Dave Vondel is on the right. And Dick, we've seen a lot of Notre Dame basketball over the years. I don't think we've ever said this about Notre Dame basketball, but their job tonight is to slow the game down.
Yeah, it's counter to the many years we put in as thinkers, Gary. Northern Lehigh, not really dominant with the three shooting. They just want to move.
They are predominantly transition basketball. They really get it up the floor. Nice inside pass, up and in as the pass came from Italiani. The recipient, Don Kaiser, and Notre Dame's on the board, 2-0.
A little bit of a mismatch inside. Both teams will be man-to-man. A little help there.
Northern Lehigh doesn't play much of anything else besides man-to-man, as that drive inside will not go for Duncan. The rebound inside by Wanamaker does not go. So they're 0 for 2 on their first trip down the floor, but Notre Dame turns it over.
That's jitters, Gary. That's a little bit of this crowd momentum.
Northern Lehigh last year lost 4 games in a row towards the end of the season. Rich Ortner brought up some JVs, and he started them, and they won the next 5 games. And 4 of those 5 guys are starters in this ball game tonight. They only start 1 senior, so how good will they be again next season?
Good back cut, very good back cut by McEachran, and then very good help by Don Kaiser coming over.
Dick, that's just Notre Dame gymnasium at work. It's tough to win here, and especially if the ball doesn't ever get away from the rim. A fall-away top shot, but dropped by Whalen, probably their best shooter. He's a Whalen, Dick. He should be their best shooter.
He should be. Dad down here glowing all over, and his uncle's down here glowing all over.
Pull-up jumper, no. Inside, that shot will not go. So Alex Brown couldn't get the follow-up to fall. And we're knotted up at 2-2.
Taliani with that mid-corner jumper is going to come inside a little bit, hit the board.
McEachran, he with a nice back cut. Dick, one thing about this ball club, they are extremely unselfish. They don't care who the high scorer is on any given night.
Yeah, with five averaging 9 or more.
They're in a little bit of a dogfight in their division. We mentioned Caddy at 7-1 and Northwestern at 7-2. So they just came through with some big wins, Dick, as they just knocked off Palmerton, Caddy, and Northwestern.
I asked, your coach's calls, which he talked about Caddy and Palmerton, and he said it was the 3 that took comfortable leads away from him.
That shot inside does not go by Daly. If you're looking for a chink in the Notre Dame armor, that's going to be a bucket. Nice drive by Duncan. Dick, Notre Dame this year, not particularly good shooting the basketball.
Absolutely not. They've disdained with a 3 attempt, and Daly, probably their best outside shot, although Van Sickle leads in 3. He's the guy that's, the leader.
Three-point play for Aaron Duncan. And Notre Dame led 2-0. They have not scored since. From the corner, that's a 3, does not go. And the rebound is controlled by Whalen. And that's going to be a foul on Notre Dame's Tom Van Sickle. I believe that's his second.
Coming down, a little bit of surprise defensively there. Northern Lehigh guy picked up a half court and then immediately dropped back.
So a quick 2 fouls on Van Sickle. That's not good for the Crusaders.
And Van Sickle, overly aggressive play to begin with.
Ooh, that could have been construed as a double dribble. Knifing inside, no call. It will be a lost ball off of Wanamaker. Take a look here, Dick, and see if this is indeed a double dribble.
Whoops.
I guess he was okay. He never took any steps before he put the ball, and he really didn't dribble it. Just bobbled it. Nice drive, back cut by Notre Dame. They're just not making their shots. Italiani, no. They're only 1 out of 6. And now they'll go to the foul line, as this foul will be on Baylor. No, it's going to be called on Duncan.
Kaiser on the offensive board. Good roll by Notre Dame. Missed the shot, and Kaiser right there, and hits the charity strike.
67% free throw shooter, but he does not make that one. Notre Dame as a team, 65%.
Good to see those Northern Lehigh numbers on fouls.
Notre Dame averaging 54.8 points a game. Northern Lehigh 64.6. Both foul shots missed, but Notre Dame gets the ball back. Good hustle for Notre Dame. They can't hit anything right now. That's going to be a foul, Dick, on Italiani, pushing off.
And they're going to wave off the offensive rebound and follow up and walk down the other end.
Pat Lemahan helping us with our numbers tonight.
Notre Dame with their full court pressure now. With 39 all over.
Letting alone a pure shooter in Whalen is not a good idea.
Took the inbound dribble, went up 3/4 court, just broke it from there.
Dick, I would think Pat Boyle is one more Northern Lehigh bucket away from a timeout. Unless that drops, and it doesn't. Good rebound by Wanamaker. Quick transition, that's Northern Lehigh basketball. And we'll get a timeout called by Pat Boyle. His team is down 11-2. It's an 11-0 run by Northern Lehigh. Stay with us.
Since 1937, Walters Pharmacy has been making life easier for you, the name you trust most when you need your prescription filled. That's because getting your prescription right is our #1 priority, and only Walters Pharmacy delivers anywhere in Allentown for free. Our wide selection of health products and mobile equipment, as well as our convenient hours, make Walters Pharmacy the fast and convenient choice.
I went to Walters Pharmacy and they were able to supply all of my child's needed medications.
I call Walters Pharmacy for all my prescriptions and healthcare items and have them delivered to my door.
Walters Pharmacy in Allentown.
Dick 1 for 8 from the field, 12.5% will not get it done.
Held the score right there. They opened the game with that.
They can get it done there. Kaiser certainly the biggest player on the floor, and he's going to pick up a foul here. It'll be on McEachron, I believe. His first.
I was impressed with that last offensive play for Northern Lehigh, Gary. Want to make a real strong rebound. McEachron passes up a 15-foot jumper to give a teammate a layup.
The bulbs were burning out on 2. Kaiser finally gets them off of the Schneid and stops the 11-0 run. He gets them both after missing his first 2 foul shots. Kaiser has all 4 points. Turnover by Northern Lehigh.
Indicative there of how much they want to run. Chance like that up court, turnover.
Northern Lehigh's turned it over twice. In the corner, pull up, jump shot, bad shot. Dick, that's the old short arm.
Yeah, Daly's got to take that one, Gary. Had it on the wing. Missed the previous 3, so he stayed away.
That was Eric Snyder that put the shot up. Eric in the lineup, was not a starter. Averaging 4.4 a game. He's a 6'1 senior. Good perimeter passing. That's going to be back of iron. Whalen battling, and he'll come up with it. Whalen down the paint. Kicks it out. Drive, up, nothing. Foul on Notre Dame. Going to the line will be Aaron Duncan. He's a 68% free throw shooter. Northern Lehigh, why are you 14-0? Well, Dick, when you shoot 70% from the foul line, you got good numbers.
Gotta like those numbers, gotta like this. Watch him stay with it. Outside. But still capable of jarred loose.
Duncan has 6 points. He's got 7. 3 for 3 tonight. Nice contingent of Northern Lehigh students here. And Notre Dame can't buy one. That was halfway down the hole for Tyler White. Tyler is a 5'10 junior, averaging 2.4 a game. He wears number 33. Boy, they just ping it around and find an open player. A triple by Baylor, his 9th of the year.
They'll be getting shell it there. Just keep moving the ball.
16-4 Bulldogs. Down to Payne, up left-handed, won't go. Kaiser trying to get the rebound on the missed shot by Brown. Transition basketball, Wanamaker, blocked by Kaiser. Boy, Dick, you have to be impressed with Kaiser's hustle. He was on the floor at the foul line at the other end and came up to block this shot.
Yeah, you just see him there getting up and watch he'll come down. Action here right in front of it.
Just tipped it with his fingertips. We approach the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. It's been all Northern Lehigh. Kaiser inside has it blocked. You don't see that happen very often. That was Phil McEachran who went up to block the shot.
Watch him stick with a rebound, Gary. There's the power move and good defensive effort from McEachran, and there's a reach by Baylor.
Foul is on Baylor. 4th rebound in the game for Kaiser. Tonight's opening tap was brought to you by Tim Bile Plumbing, your local authorized Connecticut dealer. Do you want the highest quality drinking water at your tap? Give them a call. Tim Bile Plumbing. Notre Dame now from the field. Dick is 1 for 13.
You can see they're hesitating on 3 opening, Gary, too. Boy, when you can't hit it home, especially early, to me, when it matters a great deal.
They were first sub in for Northern Lehigh, Chris Rep, and he's going to commit a foul inside. Rep is a 6'2 senior. He weighs 230 pounds, 2.4 points per ball game. That's coming in for Notre Dame is Max Hughes, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 3.1 a game. And Sickle playing with 2 fouls.
Pat Boyle's so good at juggling his bench personnel, always has been. Boy, he is looking for some igniter tonight.
They don't have that great outside shooter they usually have. That won't go. They're shooting an 0 from three-point land. 0 for 4.
Rep immediately shows his presence on the defensive
look at that pass.
Nice pass.
Oh, there was a great pass by Will. We're going to get a hack inside on Rep. An unbelievable pass by Whalen. Foul on Tyler White. Sure, we'll get another look at that pass in just a moment. Here it is, Dick.
Watch this. Look at that. Behind the back.
Rep makes 1 out of 2. (17-4). Down inside. Trying to battle his way up and get it, and it won't go. There's Kaiser battling. Van Sickle tried his best. Boy, they're just not making anything. Boy, Northern Lehigh hustles, don't they?
Non-stop. Coast to coast, end to end.
Ron Moser talking to the ball, the Bulldogs. They weren't doing anything dirty, Dick. They were just diving and ripping and tearing.
Yeah, straight. They're playing Notre Dame's type game.
That's where they've got to find Kaiser. He was open. Another block. Another miss. And a battle. We're going to get a foul on Notre Dame. I think it's on Kaiser. No. It instead will be on Max Hughes.
Senior Chris Rep has certainly been a force on those boards the short time he's been there.
Kaiser gets a little rest with 27.7 on the clock.
Well, you know, with their tempo, they're ready to break.
Whalen. Back outside. Gets it to Baylor. Well, they all handle the ball well.
Excellent. Utilize the dribble very well.
Whalen wants to go. Sees the clock. Pull up. That's a fadeaway. Doesn't go. And that will end the first quarter. 17-4 Bulldogs. Notre Dame 1 for 18. We'll be back.
Hey, basketball fans, if you love dealing with a winning team, head to the leader, Kleckner's in Whitehall and Emmaus, featuring GE washers and dryers, GE dishwashers, GE microwaves, GE ranges, GE refrigerators. Plus, Kleckner's features free delivery, backed by their own factory-trained service department. Hurry in for best selection. Make us your last stop and see the savings on new GE appliances at Kleckner's, 2177 MacArthur Road in Whitehall and 575 Chestnut Street, Emmaus.
Mark Mulchaney and Power Realty's sole mission is unprecedented real estate service. With an undying commitment to quality, Mark Mulchaney provides you professionalism, outstanding service, wealth of knowledge, experience, and reliability. Mark Mulchaney and Power Realty, the power to move you. 610-433-6600 or on the web at powerrealtyhomes.com.
Back Northern Lehigh with a basketball. Northern Lehigh dominated the first period, up by a 17-3 score. They're going to get a foul that'll send Whalen to the foul line. Notre Dame, with perhaps the worst shooting. Well, we've had some offers during the years, but Dick, 1 for 18, 6% shooting.
Yeah, 6%, of course, is not going to get it done. One bright light for Notre Dame, 10 rebounds, 8 of which were on the offensive board, so they're battling there. However, Northern Lehigh, 13 boards. Notre Dame did score 2 of their 4 points on second chance effort. Turnovers, department is down. 2 for Northern Lehigh, 1 for the Crusaders. Boy, he can shoot.
He's 86% from the free throw line as Jake Whalen drops them both. The only bucket by Notre Dame came when Kaiser received a pass inside. Northern Lehigh fronting him. Dick, that was the first possession of the game.
Yep.
So they've gone over 8 minutes now without a field goal. Outside, no. And an easy rebound for Italiani. Kaiser has all 4 points. That shot doesn't go. And coming up with it and on the move, the Bulldogs. Nice job by Baylor. They had no advantage. That shot just a little off to the right side by McEachron.
2 strong boards by the Notre Dame, but got to worry about this end.
Kaiser not in there right now. That's a nice spin move, up and in by Brown.
Where do they want to go, huh? Got the turnover.
Lost the ball in transition. Rich Ordner wanted a foul. Nice drive, tough shot, and it doesn't go. And here's a foul, number 3 on Van Sickle, Dick.
Yeah. Great drive, great baseline. There he is, beats 2 men, doesn't get the twist, and comes back and reaches in. Kaiser does check back into the game right now, and he'll come in for Van Sickle, who'll sit.
Foul shot dropped. McEachron is their worst foul shooter as a starter at 55%. But it doesn't show there. Take a look at the foul here. This is the one they didn't call. So they had no problems getting on the floor. Kaiser battling. Kaiser does get it to go. Good second effort by Don Kaiser. Got his own miss.
Yeah, Northern Lehigh wanted to foul on that one too, Gary. I don't think so. Just went right over the top and grabbed. All ball.
Notre Dame needs some defensive stops. And they won't get it there with an 8-foot jumper, but Wanamaker stops it himself by missing the shot.
This is when Notre Dame needs to sting with the threes, guys.
But they don't have that guy,
No,
huh?
that's missing.
Van Sickle, their best outside shooter, but Van Sickle's playing with 3 fouls. He's not in there. That shot, no, by Italiani. And then we're going to get a Notre Dame foul. This will be on Brown, his first. Team's 9th.
Yeah, they thought they fouled him in the backcourt also.
Well, you don't want to put this guy on the foul line. Pretty much automatic. Well, Lehigh shot 43% in the first quarter. Finally, a missed foul shot. They're 9 out of 11. Another tough shot. Kaiser doing his best. And that won't drop. That'll be a held ball belonging to Notre Dame.
Boy, not for lack of effort.
The lid is on. And that won't drop. Can't get it over the front of the rim. Almost 3 seconds against McEachron. He knew it. He got out of there. Wanamaker. Good hustle by Notre Dame's Alex Brown. This time, they won't get it again. Oh, my.
Why not helping those numbers, Gary, offensively?
Yeah, I don't know whether it's the defensive quickness of the Bulldogs that's making Notre Dame shoot a little quicker than they want, but boy, they have missed some easy shots. This will be a foul on McEachron, his second. Just the team's sixth.
See here, the good drive base again, missed the shot, but go to the charity stripe.
And Italiani, a 72%er. Notre Dame took 2 for 5 from the line.
I would think that wouldn't happen at a home court. I don't think courts mean any different to Northern Lehigh game. Not the pace they go.
Both foul shots missed. That leaner by Whalen, though. That shot up and a foul as Rep gets the rebound, and he'll go to the line. Notre Dame now has put Northern Lehigh in the bonus.
Rep played extremely well off the bench as a non-starter.
60% from the line. Two for 3 tonight. Boy, Dick, as we traveled around the Lehigh Valley Conference this year, those coaches were talking about this team because they played very often in the summertime, and they were saying how good this team was. They didn't lie to us.
Yeah, Rick Ortner told me they played 73 games, Gary, off-season games, including a big tournament championship.
Tried to find Kaiser too far. Turnover by Notre Dame. Just their second turnover. Good block by Kaiser. And they'll ping it around. Inside. Up. That won't go. Wanamaker has it blocked. Kaiser with another block. It's a block party down inside. Wow, that's some defense, Nick.
Wanamaker gives good effort here. That's where they wanted to foul. This one looks an awful lot cleaner.
Dave Bondel indicating good block. Rich Ortner indicating he hit him on the arm. Hit him with the body. They need it. They will not get it. Kaiser again. And he's going to get fouled. This will not make the Northern Lehigh fans real happy.
Another attempted perimeter shot going astray.
Notre Dame is 0 for 7 from three-point land. They're down near the bottom in three-point shots made with 35 of them. Northern Lehigh not all that big on three-pointers either. They have 46. They're more transition. Kaiser makes them both.
In that slate belt area, Gary, they said they're third from the bottom, but they said they really don't try that much.
Foul will be called on Daly, his second. Every foul trip now is 2 shots for the Bulldogs with a lot of time left to go in the first half. Baylor.
You know, when a team's shooting 70+% there, I'm not sure I want to put them in the line that often.
And Dick, every starter has points. Kaiser with 5 rebounds already. Up in. Kind of accidental, but Kevin Trinchieri will take it.
Kaiser came down on his ankle. Hope he's okay.
Trinchieri, 5'11" senior, averaging 2.2 a game. Kaiser again tried to get up there and block it, but that time Wanamaker got a little higher. Good play, Wanamaker. Transition, up and in, no. Follow up, yeah, Whalen. Whalen has 9.
It's Jordan told me they like to play this key, Gary. You see a 3-2.
Nice left-handed shot. Brown from Kaiser. Whalen. Boy, that's about 3 spins.
You think you could get a position maybe to draw the offensive foul on him, Gary?
I think that was probably the worst shot they took all night. Kaiser with a layup. Kaiser, Dick has 10 points and 11 rebounds. Timeout called down on the floor by Rich Ortner. We'll be back.
These days I leave my car at home. I ride the bus, the smart choice.
Atlanta Metro is the comfortable, fast, clean, and low-cost way to make your way around the valley.
Atlanta Metro, the smart choice.
We are back, and Dick, this is a very nice play by Notre Dame, and boy, Kaiser's always a good guy to find, and there's the accidental bucket.
Yeah, that's the one he got injured on. Nice comeback here, illustrated by the Crusaders.
Kaiser's okay. He's back out on the floor. He is certainly Notre Dame's strongest asset. He's the biggest guy on the floor, and Dick, he works hard.
He does. Very impressed with his inside game tonight.
Notre Dame graduated all of their starters last year. They had 5 seniors in the starting lineup. And this year they have 5 seniors again, guys who waited their turn. That's going to be a foul on Italiani, his second. And again, a 2-shot foul by Trevor Baylor.
Beats him off the dribble, gets him with the body. Those 5 Notre Dame that graduated, Gary, you mentioned Thevenet, Dionda, Pulcini, Anderson, and Gordon represent just about 50% of Notre Dame's offense last year.
Both foul shots missed, but Northern Lehigh gets the ball back. Driving inside, double pump. That's good defense again by Kaiser as he forced McEachron to double pump. Baseline drive up, nothing. Follow Trinchieri again. So Kevin, Johnny on the spot on 2 occasions. Notre Dame would love to get this inside at 10 at halftime. That shot over top of Kaiser. That's not easy by Rep. Here come the Crusaders. It's been a long time since they have not been down by double digits. They'd be wise to find Kaiser. Trinchieri. Oh, he almost nailed it. That would have been big. In transition, quickly up the floor. No, basket by Baylor. Not high enough on the backboard.
Boy, credit that guy right there, Alexander Brown. He is really doing a job in his comeback effort.
Who isn't hustling? It's going to be a foul. Foul on Baylor. Rich Ortner really upset with the foul. Not at the official's call, at his own player. Notre Dame on the line to shoot 1 and 1. Dick, we talked about the stamina of Northern Lehigh. Some of the Notre Dame kids sucking a little wind right now, and Northern Lehigh guys have been out there the whole half. This is Brown.
That's a mountainous terrain there.
Is that what it is? Ooh, almost a walk. Whalen, 15 feet away on the elbow. No. Trinchieri tried to shake it loose. Trinchieri, I think, is going to go to the foul line. 40. Foul will be called on Rep, his first. Dick, how about the energy that Kevin Trinchieri has brought to the Notre Dame lineup?
Well, Pat Boyle's bench, he goes to it often, and you see why. Because it's the bench, just as we saw that one the other night with Parkland. Our comeback over Becca has led this comeback.
They make the foul shot. Trinchieri off the bench, 5 points. He's made a couple of opportunity baskets. And he can cut the lead to 8. A little long with that shot. Kaiser over the top, not a good foul. Kaiser's first. Will walk the other way and shoot 2.
Real good job by Wanamaker, shielding off the man behind him there.
At the line, Patrick Wanamaker, 69% free throw shooter. He has not had a foul shot tonight. He misses. 11 for 18 now from the line. They had gone 9 of the first 10. Boy, they're only 2 for their last 9.
Daly back in for the Crusaders as Morganelli takes a seat.
They want to play for a last shot. They can cut it to as low as 6. They'd like to make it at least 7. If they get nothing, they'll be down by 9.
Look at Northern Lehigh packing back in that 3-2. Now they go out and hustle a little bit. Look for
Jerry. Nope, long. Inside, great rebound, no. Kaiser stayed away from picking up the foul. And 1.9, it belongs to Notre Dame. So they'll be able to get a dribble and a throw off here. They won't. Good if it goes. It does not. Northern Lehigh, the undefeated Bulldogs are up by 9, 28-19. Our halftime stats await you. We'll be back.
Need heating oil now? Call Apgar Oil Company for same-day express delivery. Call 610-434-5195 for fast, friendly, dependable service. Is your house cold because you ran out of oil? Apgar Oil will provide immediate oil delivery at no extra charge. Apgar Oil has been servicing the Lehigh Valley since 1947. Call us.
From business and life insurance to car and property, we have the policy that will work for you for less. You're more than a customer at D.E. Cressman Insurance Agency because we really care. When you decide to use our services, you become a member of a growing family. We are a full-line agency at D.E. Cressman Insurance and welcome the opportunity to quote your auto, home, commercial, and life insurance needs. So don't get bugged about your insurance rates because we are here for whatever your need may be. We've got you covered. Give us a call at 610-433-1568 or visit our website.
Hi, this is Mike Mittman. Are you looking for a vehicle like brand new, only 1, 2, 3 years old? Do what I do. Come to Everhart Motors. Isn't that right, Eric?
That's right, Mike. We've been saying that for years. At Everhart Motors, I handpick only the best, and there's nothing here I wouldn't put in my own driveway.
And Eric, don't forget, all the cars are Advanced Star certified and ready to roll right off the lot.
Of course I know, Mike. I'm the owner.
Everhart Motors, been here doing it right for over 80 years.
Finally, an at-home total body workout designed for long-lasting results. Exercise for Every Body workouts are designed to achieve maximum results in minimum time. When you can't make it to the gym or on the road or just want to work out at home, Exercise for Every Body is for you. Personal trainer and fitness instructor Barry Lovelace will motivate you through this simple yet highly effective workout. Gain energy, lose weight, build muscle, and feel better with Exercise for Every Body. Visit www.exerciseforeverybody.com today to start your journey towards a healthier, happier you.
At Lehigh Valley College, our goal is getting you a career you'll love.
You have every opportunity in the world to succeed in your major.
A lot of the experience that I'm taking out of here has surpassed my expectations for sure.
It's everything you need in a college.
You're only here for a year and a half, and you get the training and the skills and the experience that employers are looking for.
Lehigh Valley College gave me a great start in my career.
Call 888-806-0808 for more information. That's 888-806-0808.
Let's go get Yakult. You know it's always been the best. Let's go get Yakult. With quality that beats the rest. They got cheesesteaks, French fries. The famous Yakult hot dog is known worldwide. Let's go get Yakult. The secret sauce is one of a kind.
Yakko's, an Allentown tradition.
We are back as we come up right there on Mr. C out in the refreshment stand. And Dick, you know how popular refreshment stands are to us and the crew. This is a refreshment stand we never use because Tony Corey puts together an unbelievable meal every time we come here at Notre Dame. We have our own dining room. So we'd love to tell you that they have a great refreshment stand because they probably do. We just don't know it because of that guy. He's a better cook perhaps than anybody.
We never get to the front door, Gary.
Yeah.
We're greeted at the back door, and that's it.
All right, we're going to go to the play of the first half, brought to you by Velocity Sports Performance. And, Dick, as we take a look at this, we don't usually show a play of the first half where they don't get a score. But this is just great pass.
Watch this. Boy, oh, boy, no look behind the back.
We won't show you
the money.
The fact that that ball did not go in, although there was a foul then on the play, and going to the foul line was ref. Right now, 28-19 at the half in favor of Northern Lehigh. They jumped out to a big lead, and Notre Dame has kind of crept their way back. And, Dick, you see one of the differences already. We talked about the balance of Northern Lehigh, and Notre Dame, Dick, hasn't had very many people put the ball in the basket.
No, their shooting has improved, but after that dismal 6% first quarter, you know, they really have done a stellar job. Their job is noted on the board. You're going to see as many offensive rebounds that you see total rebounds in other games we do.
Halftime stats are brought to you by Overhead Door Company of Allentown, serving residential and commercial doors in the Valley for 50 years. You know, Kaiser, we showed him with 10 points. Kaiser has a dozen rebounds in this ball game. Dick?
Van Sickle's effort, of course, 3 fouls, Gary, made him really a negative factor here in the first half. Look at those boards. That is a tremendous amount of rebounds, of which 22, 13 by Northern Lehigh were offensive.
And that is a lot of rebounds because we've had plenty of missed shots in this ball game. I'm not quite sure that guy's a Bulldog, but he's certainly rooting for Northern Lehigh. And I guess so far, Dick, with a 14-0 season, they haven't needed him.
No, that's a good test for them tomorrow night, Gary, stepping out of the Colonial and hosting a Bethlehem Catholic team from the LVC.
Notre Dame will try to find the kryptonite when we come back.
Put some color in your world with a new floor from Mohawk Color Center. We've earned our name by bringing style and beauty to some of the finest homes in the world, something Mohawk has been doing for over a century. For the greatest selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, and even ceramic tile. From a name you can trust, Mohawk Color Center. Flooring made simple.
Visit R&J Carpet Connection, 922 North 3rd Street in Whitehall.
A lot of companies say they'll customize your home, but at Spectrum Homes, we actually do. From floor plan to facade, from carpentry to cabinetry, your fingerprint is on every part of the blueprint. After all, your home is an expression of who you are. Your wants, your needs, and your lifestyle. Spectrum Homes. The difference is in the details.
Have hard water? Call a Connecticut water professional and avoid the headache caused by hard water.
For more information and a free water evaluation, call Tim Bow Plumbing, your local authorized Connecticut dealer.
The Family Prescription Center in Bethlehem has served the needs of its customers for over a century. We want to help you save money on your prescriptions by offering the Family Care Plan. By enrolling in this program, you get the benefit of discounted pricing even if you are not covered by an HMO prescription plan. Individual membership is only $35 a year, and family membership is only $50 a year. Call us today at 610-866-0709 or stop by the Family Prescription Center today to enroll in the Family Care Plan and start saving.
There is Pat Fisher, the former head basketball coach at Lafayette for the women's basketball team and former assistant athletic director, taking in tonight's ball game. She likes basketball. Tonight's first half highlights are brought to you by D.E. Crespin Insurance. Dick?
First play of the game, only Crusader lead as Kaiser goes inside and over the top play. Then you see the second and third effort by Kaiser on the boards, leading to their second basket. In action, you get Brown. Now we get on the other end, and here goes, well, there's Brown, one of his yeoman efforts. 4 points in the game, but a real good job of leadership. Good spin move. Bulldogs in action, good back cut. Duncan. Good look inside. Here comes McEachran. Watch the inside pass once again. Whalen, recipient. Boy, he's a good shooter. Only a junior. Whalen takes it inside. One of his three looks early in the game. And there's a Baylor basket from McEachran on a second chance. Baylor, the only three of the game.
You can look at Pat as, just staying in shape, Dick, in case she ever has to complain to the officials. Let's go to our trivia question, brought to you by R&J Carpet Connection. Pat Boyle got his 200th victory on Tuesday night. What three other Colonial League coaches have over 200 wins? And what's unique about the 200-plus wins of all four coaches in the Colonial League? So you get a little bit of a double-edged question. What's unique about all four, and who are the other three that have over 200 wins? We'll get back to that in just a moment. Good friend Evan Burian will be at the Moravian Bookshop. Just wanted to make mention of that on Saturday from 1 to 3. And at Barnes & Noble in Whitehall on Saturday, January 20th. He, of course, writes the Football Legends of Pennsylvania, Ancient Rivals, and Thanksgiving Day Football. Evan Burian, a local Lehigh Valley historian as far as sports is concerned. Stop out, get a book signed, Evan Burian. Dick, as we look at District 11 basketball rankings right now, Easton and Emmaus are the only ones that have locked up a 4A position in boys basketball. Emmaus Parkland, the only Lehigh Valley teams that have locked up a spot in girls basketball. Northern Lehigh does have a spot locked up in 2A. Notre Dame not too far away from that.
In that 3A boys situation, Central big win out of the conference last night, gets them close to the 500, and of course they lead their division.
Baylor, Whalen, McEachran, Duncan, and Wanamaker has a turnover by Northern Lehigh. Number 5, speaking of 5, P.J. Daly will bring the ball up, get a screen from Kaiser. Also out there is Italiani. That's Alex Brown with the basketball, along with Tom Van Sickle playing with 3 personal fouls. Notre Dame 0 for 10, shooting threes in the game. Kaiser, yes.
For good patience after he got the ball there. He had McEachran trying to front him. Got the lob in action once again.
The Crusaders have come back to cut the lead to 7. Good hustle by Notre Dame. Oh my, what a nice play by Italiani. And a good defensive play by Baylor. Boy, have we seen effort, Richard.
Yes, this is a Notre Dame team that Pat Boyle bowed in the beginning of the year. Boy, rolled into the body, sealed them, Gary, able to come down the other end.
We saw Notre Dame on opening night when they knocked off the Central Catholic Vikings by a 48-39 score. Their losses are to Freedom. They played them the next night and just could not shoot the ball at all. They lost by 24. Lost to Northwestern by 1 and to North Schuylkill by 13. North Schuylkill is a team that has already qualified for districts.
They tell me that's one fine ball club.
And as Dick alluded to, tomorrow at Northern Lehigh, in a night game, Becca High will take on the Bulldogs. That should be a very interesting game. Nice drive, McEachron, no. Much too hard and unable to handle the rebound is Wanamaker. But McEachron hustles his way to a steal and then loses it. There's a foul on McEachron. His third. Team's first.
So Rich Order not happy with that one, Gary. Simply a reach visible to all eyes. A little ping pong here, back and forth. Jarred loose, picked up, and here it comes.
I said to Rich Ordner, I said, you know, Rich, you only play 6 guys, 7 guys. Have you been in foul trouble? And he said, not often, but we have had our problems at times. Notre Dame cannot hit an outside shot.
1-3 in the game so far, and that belongs to the Bulldogs.
Whalen kicks it out. Duncan puts it down for 3. That's big. That stops the Northern Lehigh bleeding a little bit.
They tell me he's Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside.
Duncan has 10. There's another good drive that won't go. Down, up, and basket, no. They're not going to count it. This will be a foul on Baylor, and that's his third. I think Dave Bono was inclined to let this alone if the shot doesn't go in.
Yeah, he has to make the call. Otherwise, yeah, ignore it, go down the other end.
Northern Lehigh by 10.
Boy, those are wide open 3 attempts, aren't they? Passing look for the drive.
Look at that block by Duncan. We've had plenty of good blocks. Transition. Back outside. Take a step back, says Whalen, and comes up short. McEachron has a block. Another block by Kaiser. And that shot good by Whalen.
4 attempts.
Vincheri's coming back. They need something to fall.
Daly.
Finally, Daly hits his 5th of the year. They're now 1 for 11. 3-point shot. Unable to catch it is Baylor. Vincheri in. And Italiani out. Well, Lehigh's turned the ball over 4 times already in this period. Tell you, Daly thought about it again. Will this one go? Nope. Rebound inside. Daly, no. Kaiser can't get it to fall. It's going to be Northern Lehigh basketball. In for Notre Dame is Max Hughes.
Daly and Van Sickle change inside-outside spots there. Daly goes under and makes a great offensive rebound.
This gym is the definition of bandbox, and it is not an easy place to win.
I'll tell you, the fast break comes up on you, the transition comes up on you rather quickly, too.
Northern Lehigh led by 9 at the half. They continue to lead by 9. Wanamaker. Whalen. Good defense. That was Max Hughes with the quick hands. Daly pull up 15 feet away. He's made his last 2.
I'll tell you, there'll be no hesitation for that strike now.
I don't know how Daly would not be a good shooter with his 2 brothers who played here. Fouls on Daly, his 3rd.
In the Crusaders' 50-43 win over Penarja last Saturday, Gary, Daly set a school record with 10 assists.
Notre Dame has won 3 in a row. They had a 5-game streak in the middle of the season. Oh, look at that steal. The kick run, that shouldn't be legal.
teams are getting so many extra efforts, off mistakes. Pat has showed us that with some of their pain points.
Boy, that was a pure robbery. No, TJ, no. We're going to get a push inside on Northern Lehigh as Trincheri's body went flying. And the foul's going to be on Whalen. Or is it on Trincheri? There's that steal.
Oh, nice strip. Good timing.
Timeout called by Notre Dame. We'll keep it here. And we'll go back to our trivia question. Pat Boyle, 200 wins on Tuesday night with his win over Wilson. What other three Colonial League coaches have over 200 wins? Well, they are in order. Bobby Frankenfield, 341. Bob Schaefer, 285. Eric Snyder, 215. And Dick, can you believe that all four of those guys had every one of those wins at the same one school?
Yeah.
There's a little job security in this league.
Well, it's friendship league too, Gary. These guys mingle and everything else.
Well, when you stick around that long at one school, of course, I don't know why you'd get rid of anybody that has over 200 wins. I think that foul was on Whalen, not Trincheri. Trincheri was the one that went flying, but it was matching 22. Trincheri, no. Kaiser tried to get that rebound. That slipped out of his hand. Whalen up and in.
Pretty good stutter dribble. Good hesitation move.
He has 13, and that lead back to double figures.
We are seeing a lot of Northern Lehigh zone tonight.
Kaiser, he got triple teamed that time. Inside, that's where Notre Dame needs to go and score. They've been there quite often tonight and have not scored. Good defense. Max Hughes got way up in the air. Max Hughes and then.
Boy, hit it enough on the transition, too.
That was Northern Lehigh looking at Northern Lehigh basketball. Good defense again. Boy, Kaiser is a force. I think he wants a break. Kaiser's tired. He's trying to signal the coach that he needs a blow. Notre Dame had too many guys on the floor. Pat's doing, Dick, what you do with a 6'6" guy. You ignore him when he wants to come out.
Get the paint rip off.
I think he will get a rest here as Italiani has reported to the scorers table. Good block again. Oh my, Kaiser has been a defensive force all night. Boy, that's the shot that's been killing him.
Look at this break, 4-on-2.
That's a wide open shot, and they're not making any of them. Good pass. Up and in, bucket by Duncan.
Good show of unselfishness there for Bulldogs.
Duncan has a dozen. Kaiser really dragging. He'll get a rest in 30 seconds.
Pat wants him lower, exchanges position to low post now.
They're just hanging on. Winding it down, 10 seconds to go. Now they'll make a play. Baseline drive. Up, no, doesn't go. That would be good if it goes. It will not go. The struggle shooting the basketball continue as Northern Lehigh once again in transition. They lead it by 9. Stay with us.
Hey, basketball fans, if you love dealing with a winning team, head to the leader, Kleckner's in Whitehall and Emmaus for the fabulous GE tip-off sale. Browse our huge selection of GE ranges, GE refrigerators, GE dishwashers, GE washers, and GE dryers. Now at Kleckner's, get great savings plus free delivery, free haul away of old, a full parts department and their own factory-trained techs. Stop in today. See why Kleckner's has been serving the Lehigh Valley since 1945. 2 locations, Kleckner's, 2177 MacArthur Road in Whitehall and 575 Chestnut Street, Emmaus.
The key to becoming a better athlete is through sports performance training. To perform like a pro, you need to train like a pro. Now your chance has finally arrived with Velocity Sports Performance. Train individually or as part of a group with our nationally credentialed sports performance coaching staff. Build confidence, structure, and accountability through athleticism with purpose. Get the competitive edge you want. Operate at your full potential on and off the playing field. If you're serious about your athleticism and training, no one makes you better than Velocity Sports Performance.
Notre Dame with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Their shooting woes again are back. 21% now from the field. And that shot will not drop. That one taken by Eric Snyder. That shot does drop for Eric Snyder. So perseverance pays off.
Duncan's getting that much needed rest, Gary. Here's Italiani in as we begin the fourth quarter. How about this? 64 rebounds in 3 quarters. 27 of them offensive.
Think you want to know why there's 34 rebounds?
Yeah, we've seen it in front of us.
Notre Dame has missed 45 shots.
Notre Dame, Northern Lehigh with that 36-28 edge on the board. Northern Lehigh not protecting the ball as well in the third quarter. Up the turnovers, they have 12. Crusaders with 4.
We have had 69 missed shots in 3 quarters. Whalen kicks it out. Baylor, who has not scored in the second half, gets it back. That was a nice pass to Rep, but he just fumbled it on his way up.
Northern Lehigh in its transition, Gary, loves to post men tight near the paint, penetrate with the ball, and then the short dish.
They don't play zone very often, but they're in it right now.
They've been playing that 3-2 quite a bit tonight. Now, Coach Ortner will add the 2-2-1 full court pressure from this if he feels he needs it.
Way outside, bottom of the hole. That's a triple, and I think we have a foul against Notre Dame, but the basket will count for Tyler White. I think that's his first 3 of the year.
That's confidence in the pass, Gary. 1, knowing you're home. 2, being known as a 3-point team.
They're 2 for 15 from three-point land, and that's a guy that hasn't made one all year. And that lead now is down to 4 points. They called a foul against Notre Dame. I'm not sure who they called it on. They didn't put it up. It's going to be on Italiani, but he already had 3 before that foul, so I'm not sure that's right. Whalen back outside to Baylor. Baylor drives up, no. Shaken loose, it's going to be Notre Dame basketball off of Wanamaker.
Look at that lead at 4, boy, there's no hesitation. Drive that middle, shoot it up.
It's hard to believe a team can miss 45 shots and be within 4. And Dick, how many of those have we seen that almost drop and won't?
Yeah. Kaiser back in after his 2-minute rest.
Foul on White is second. Team's third.
Got to watch that, Gary, with the deficit for Pat Boyle. You don't want to put 70% shooters on the line.
TJ Daly back in. Sitting down is Max Hughes. He gave him good minutes. That's lost. Not an easy pass to handle there by Baylor.
Again, that drive the lane, then dish last second. That one off a Bulldog player.
Whalen with 13, Duncan with a dozen for Northern Lehigh. Kaiser has a dozen and is back in the ball game for Notre Dame. There's Brown inside. He likes to be there. Back outside. Shot no. Good box out by McEachron. He kept Kaiser away from the basket.
Certainly did.
Notre Dame has come up empty now. Their last 3 times down the floor. Out of bounds. It's going to be Northern Lehigh basketball.
Piece up here, Gary. Got to get something from Van Sickle offensively, and he'll make his entrance now.
White, who got a big triple, goes to the bench. Whalen. Taylor. Notre Dame got down big early, and they have fought their way back to within 4. Northern Lehigh trying to win 15 in a row.
The closest you'll come to seeing a delay game by the Bulldogs.
From the corner. Wow. Won't go. Rebound. Battle, battle, battle. And it ends up in Kaiser's hands. Kaiser, who had a double-double in the first half, and may have a triple-double if we count his blocks. Foul on Kaiser is his second.
Want to watch this one. Yep, got him with his shoulder.
5th turnover by Notre Dame in the ball game as we get a timeout called by Northern Lehigh. And a reminder that immediately following this ball game, well, maybe not immediately, but at 9:30, Liberty taking on Parkland at Parkland in a huge ball game for Liberty, trying to get themselves in a wild card position. And the team they need to pass is Parkland. As we look at the Colonial League, Notre Dame pretty much in control of the East with an 8-1 record. Even a loss here tonight would not hurt their chances to win the East. Northern Lehigh is really in a more precarious position. As Caddy with only 1 loss, Northern Lehigh undefeated in the West, and Northwestern with only 2 losses. In the South, the weakest of the division, Southern Lehigh leads Salisbury by 2 games. Southern Lehigh at 6-3, Salisbury at 4-5. Tuesday night at 7, Bucknell Lafayette women, and follow that up by Freedom at Parkland.
They do utilize the dribble, Gary. Do not hesitate to put it on the floor, especially Baylor and McEachron and of course Whalen.
Starting to take some seconds and minutes off the clock now on their possessions. That won't help. 14th turnover by Northern Lehigh. Transition teams will have a bunch of turnovers. That was an unforced one. Again, it won't go for Notre Dame.
Got the look, but not the distance. Funny, Northern Lehigh's delay game is the dribble, Gary.
That's a pretty good delay game to have.
Well, when you have 2 magicians out there.
Because you know you can pass it. And if you can dribble out of trouble. 3 minutes to go. Nobody's in the bonus. There's a nice little, boy, they're missing some easy shots too. Oh, that's going to go.
Key rebound, key follow-up, teammate.
McEachron with the play.
See, Kaiser left to help. They want to make it the opening. More help on the other side, and McEachron was there for the rebound.
Foul on Daly is his 4th. And McEachron gets a Philly cheer from his student body. Phil McEachron with some Philly. There's a foul. On Wanamaker. Dick, they leave Brown alone outside. They're willing to give him the shot.
Yeah, and he wisely took it to the hole, picked up the foul.
Notre Dame needs to make them all. They're down now by 7 again.
Brown, a left field, go to the line for 2.
I think there's a correction on the last foul against Notre Dame. I think it was on Van Sickle, not on Daly. That seems to be the conversation going on at the scorer's table. So that would be the 4th on Van Sickle. Brown 0 for 1 from the foul line. And boy, Dick, there's no doubt about Notre Dame's nemesis. It's shooting.
Oh, gee. I mean, their hustle, their desire, their comeback effort, and they just can't put it in.
Missed them both.
22.
5 out of 12 from the foul line. And now, Dick, they're in the stack.
They go in the stack, involving 3 ball handlers now.
Well, no doubt about what their intention is. Take time off the clock. Look, this offense looks very familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And with those excellent dribblers there, watch him rub off that stack.
Dick would run this 4 minutes into the first quarter. And boy, was it a potent offense. It would get you more layups. Oh, that's a smart play. Timeout called by Pat Wanamaker before he was headed to backcourt. Smart play.
It was. Patrick questioned the call, but a good call.
The arithmetic. Notre Dame down 7. Northern Lehigh trying to put win number 15 away and go to 10-0 in the Colonial League. I asked Rich if this was the best start a Northern Lehigh team has ever had. He said, well, nobody could have had a better one. And he's absolutely right. He said he did not think that any Northern Lehigh team had gotten off to this start. He said because we used to play the Whitehalls of the world early in the season.
Remember their 81-82 team, Gary, that went to the state final. I think we went up against them. I thought they were 25-0. Maybe 25-1, I don't know.
Well, he did say to me that, the Whalen years were pretty good years.
Yeah, they're sitting down there. They wanted to shoot around at halftime. I thought they were going to go out there.
The Twins.
Yeah.
There's the son of one, the nephew of another. Well, you're right about the dribble. Ooh. McEachron says, get away. Boy, I don't know how Rich Whitner has a voice. He is doing some screaming. Becca tomorrow. Minute and a half. McEachron, block. Oh, another big block. We don't keep the block records, but he's got to have at least 10 of them.
Kaiser leaves his man to go over and play the help because they ran a little rub play.
We believe Kaiser has a triple-double. That's a foul on Kaiser. That's not a guy you want to get in foul trouble. He has 3 now. It is a 1-and-1.
Come 2 shooters for Pat Boyle.
Pincheri in and Van Sickle in.
Van Sickle nowhere near his 9.9 offensive average tonight.
Chris Morganelli was in there, number 4, 5'10" senior. You got a shot of his dad, the district attorney, John Morganelli, in the stands. Wanamaker drops it. One out of 2. Notre Dame down 8. Out of the corner. That's long. Notre Dame, Dick, has missed 50 shots. 50 shots. They are 2 for 17 from three-point land. 12%.
3 fresh bodies into the Crusader lineup. Obviously look for the double, and then, if not, the immediate foul.
There's a guy you don't want to put on the line. Offensive. Whalen. A little bit out of control that time for Jake.
They triple him at half court there. He just couldn't go through.
Dick, in the day of the three-point shot, an 8-point lead is not real safe, but when you're 2 for 17 from three-point land, it's a lot safer.
Yeah, you go ahead and say, go ahead, partner, throw it up there. And Northern Lehigh not getting out of that zone.
This one missed in the paint. And a rebound by Duncan is his 10th.
2 guys with 10-plus rebounds. Wanamaker, 12.
Wanamaker has a dozen rebounds. Duncan has 10 rebounds. And Kaiser has 14 rebounds.
Well, Gary, we didn't see the barn burner we expected, but I think we saw a real good comeback effort by Notre Dame, and we proved that Northern Lehigh belongs where it is right now.
Yeah, they weathered the storm. Duncan with 13, looking for his 14th. He'll get it. Final 45, the lead is up to 10. Kaiser inside. He had that shot blocked by Duncan. And a foul by Notre Dame. Let's run down the scoring for you to this point. Baylor with 4 as we take a look at the block by Duncan.
Well, Kaiser leans in nicely, but from behind Duncan and Wanamaker's strong board.
13 for Whalen. 9 for McEachran. Duncan at the foul line, so we'll wait on him. 2 points for Rep. And Wanamaker with 3. Duncan at the line has 14. No, that's not Duncan at the line. That's Wanamaker. So Duncan with 14. And Wanamaker trying to get the 5, and he will not. He has 4 points.
A quote by Eric Snyder, the caddy coach, who gave him a close game, Gary. Boy, he said it simply, they just make plays.
This is going to be a Patrick Wanamaker layup.
That's the 3rd time they did that after they were stripped.
6 for Wanamaker. And another 3 that will not drop for Notre Dame. Notre Dame scoring. Van Sickle with 2. 5 for Daly. Kaiser with 12. 2 for Snyder. 5 for Trincheri. 2 for Hughes. 3 for Whites. And Brown with 4. Kaiser at the foul line. Short. 5 for 13 from the foul line. Missed them both. It's over.
Well, they upped it back to double figures, Gary. Coming back to the 4th quarter, Jar. I'll tell you, very impressive team. Very, very quick team. Good guard play, good control of the ball. It will take a full court pressure team, all 5 guys involved, to knock them off their run. Walk away impressed.
Dick, Notre Dame shooting tonight, and that's the story. They are 14 for 66. That's right around 20%. Ariaco's player of the game tonight belongs to Aaron Duncan, Dick. He was around the whole ball game, and he became a force down the stretch.
Talked about that Easton balance, Gary, of another undefeated team, the other one around. This team balanced well, too.
For Northern Lehigh, their 48 points came on 15 field goals, as they were 15 for 42. They were 16 for 26 from the foul line. And they go to 15-0, 10-0 in the league. They were led by Jake Whalen's 13 and Aaron Duncan's 14. Notre Dame goes to 10-4, 8-2 in the league. They're 35 points on 14 field goals, 21% from the field, 5 for 13 from the foul line, and they were 2 for 18 or 19 tonight from three-point land. Just not good. Northern Lehigh out-rebounded Notre Dame by a dozen. Notre Dame with only 4 offensive rebounds in the second half and 2 for 19 from 3. Don Kaiser, the leading scorer, the only one for Notre Dame, in double figures with a dozen. Our second half play of the game is brought to you by Velocity Sports Performance. And Dick, it's brought to you by Walters Pharmacy, providing genuine care since 1937 to the Lehigh Valley. And it's the steal by McEachron, taking it in just as Notre Dame was making a run. A big play. Our second half play of the game brought to you by Walters Pharmacy. There you have it, final score. Northern Lehigh stays undefeated, 48 to Notre Dame 35. It was much closer than that. But Northern Lehigh will now take that undefeated record to Becca, as Becca will visit Northern Lehigh tomorrow night. Dick, who do you have in that one?
Well, I'll tell you, the way they're playing, they don't really worry about the opponent. They just look to go out and do what they do best.
Lafayette taking on Bucknell, 7 o'clock on Tuesday. Freedom at Parkland after that ball game, 9:30 tonight. Liberty at Parkland, and a huge wrestling match tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Upper Perk taking on Easton from the 25th Street Gymnasium tomorrow evening. For Dick Tracy, for Pat Lenahan, for the RCN4 television team headed up by Rick Kehoe, we thank you for watching. I'm Gary Laubach. Good night, everybody.